Now let's get it started. Let's get it started.
Play ball!
Liverpool and Slot stay top at the English Premier League. They won that game against Crystal Palace by 1-0. That goal from Jota in the first half settled the whole game. After them, Liverpool managed the whole game for 90 minutes. They were passing hard. They had almost 65% to 70% possession. They outplayed their opponent. They had more shots on target. They had more shots in total. They are looking at like a complete team. Okay, guys, if you look at that game against Crystal Palace, it wasn't like really a test for Slot because they managed the game very well. They had more position, more shots on target, more shots in total, and they scored the only goal of that game, John.
Yes, valid points all around. They look like a side that are in form, and the only chink in their armor now is the missing link up front. Yes, in a game like this, when you're winning 1-0, with the chances they created going forward, trying to see if they could score more, it didn't turn out for them today because a couple of those chances went begging. And of course, they also suffered a setback. If you consider the hamstring injury of Alisson as well, he will be out for a couple of games, but credible backup today in the goalkeeper that came in to replace him. So for me, I had to watch through the game to see Mo Salah and a couple of other players in the Liverpool side miss opportunities and not be clinical up front in front of goal, because let's face it, when Alisson was taken off the match and Crystal Palace started bearing down on the backup goalkeeper, they could have dropped the ball and conceded. In that situation, they will be ruining the missed chances they had in the first half and in the early parts of the second half. So they need to be more clinical up front and create.
I don't know if you saw only the first 60 minutes of the game, because I saw the later part of the game. I saw the whole game, and I saw Crystal Palace come in that game, play them half field, which we felt like they could have gotten the goal, and Alisson saved before the second half was just all Crystal Palace written all over it. The way they created their chances, Eze missing his chances. There was a call for a penalty, but that wasn't given. The Chaluba miss was called for a penalty. It wasn't given. It was a hold in there by Trent. It wasn't given. Now, I saw Crystal Palace play a game in the second half, which I felt like if they started like this, they probably would have won that game, because Liverpool kind of, after the same thing they did before now, they score one, they relax, then they play the Nigerian way, more relax, they no go fit score us. Then maybe when those people start hurting them, they start looking for how to go on the counter. Maybe if they continue like this, they'll start considering goals, because people start saying, okay, it's fine. Since you guys we want to play the first 40 or the first 30 minutes and leave the rest of the game to us playing while you defend and wait for a break. Whenever we come into the game, we'll also play the first 30 minutes. Let's see who will be the game winner, because it seems that's what determines what Liverpool will be playing like. It seems that's what determines what Liverpool would want to get results from. And the first 30 minutes, if you can shut them down in the first 30 minutes of the game, then probably you might have to shut them down the whole of the game, because after the first 30 minutes, you see them backsliding, not creating enough chances, not moving forward enough.
Now, if you look at this game now, do you think that Liverpool is now, they are title contenders, but they are first? They are still, no matter what happened throughout the weekend, even if Arsenal wins, Manchester United or anybody, Manchester City wins their game, Liverpool still stay top on the log. Do you think that they are working towards becoming champions? You can actually do it. If you look at the way they are playing, apart from that glitch against Nottingham Forest where they lost at home, which was surprising to everybody, they have actually played well and played most of their opponents. Even this game again, they had more positions, more shots on target, almost more everything. But do you think that John, that Slot can take this team now to cross that line that Klopp found it so difficult to do in his 9 years at Liverpool?
I think we are seeing a very good start to the season, and I wouldn't want to put it more than that. Liverpool should be finishing in the top 4 this season. But if you want me to look at their credentials to win it this season, I wouldn't put my money there. I'd say they've had a fantastic start. They can build on this, okay? Because if they are there or thereabouts by January, all we would need to see is a few additions to key places, because you look at a game like this, Liverpool should be winning by 3-0. You look at a couple of other games, they shouldn't have lost to Nottingham Forest, okay? If you look at a couple of other games, you see, and even as we look forward into the remainder of the season, we are going to see matches where you are going to have more opportunities, and then you score maybe one goal and you lock up shop. It's going to work against minnows. It's not going to work when you meet the likes of the Man City, the Liverpool, the Chelsea's, the Arsenal's. It's not going to work against these big guys. It's not also going to work against some other mid-table teams that know how to score and know how to hit on the break. Because what we saw today, yes, they got the 3 points in the bag, but if Ancelotti is confident after this match, then he's not the man for the job. He should be looking inward with his team, trying to improve performances at the ending part of the game.
What do you think Ancelotti is building? Do you think he's building a capable side? He just brought in, I think, one player, Chiesa. Then other players, he met them there. He changed a little thing, like he bringing in, changing information of the team, the way they play, the way they pass. Apart from that, he has managed this team well. But do you think that this management can take Liverpool and cross that line?
7 matches, 5 clean sheets. I have to give it to him, man. I just have to. At this point, I'm not saying he's going to win the trophy out and out, but the way they've played, you just have to give him credit, man. Because at first, I told you this before, we criticized him not making transfers, we criticized him not bringing his own kind of players, but we felt like, okay, these players are the same. When we look at the way he played in his former club, these are the same type of players or the same type of style of play the player brought in, but the thing is they only conserved a little. And now he's bringing the same players. I know you all like to attack and score plenty goals, but please, after scoring 2 goals, can we all close up shop and defend? And maybe when we get another chance to attack, we'll do that. But in the Premier League, if you continue to do that, some teams will come up to you in the beginning, just like maybe you meet a Brentford side who likes to play the game, score their first goal in the first minute. Once they score against him in the first minute, it's over. So I think he's doing a good job so far. But he should also learn that the Premier League is not the Eredivisie. You understand? He should learn that the Premier League, once you hold on to possession, make sure you don't lose the ball, which they've done so far. They don't lose ball
and they don't concede goals.
They don't concede much goals. Continue in that part, you might perhaps improve yourself in it.
Okay, Liverpool winning that game 1-0, the 9th minute. Jota scoring in the 9th minute. After that game, they managed the game very well. They passed around very well. They had a couple of chances. Even Crystal Palace had a couple of chances, but they couldn't bury it. But most of the position went to Liverpool. Most of the shots on target and shots overall went to Liverpool. And Slot is actually building something nice. Club left him a credible squad, and he has managed this squad. Added few things to this play, and now they are top on the log. No matter what happens this weekend, they stay top. Okay, let's see how Slot and his team is going to be playing throughout the end of the season. If they can maintain this momentum to the end of the season, probably they might be crowned champion at the end. See you guys.